We are known as the Ferrari of the brick ovens right now. Make the right investment, cheap is expensive. The Rotator is going to be able to double or even triple your revenue.
This is Francesco Marra. He and his brother Enzo came to America from Naples with nothing. And their first pizzeria failed just after 7 years. So instead of opening another restaurant, they did something different. They started building the ovens brick by brick, literally 13 stages, 100 hours per oven.
We knew nothing about manufacturing about 12 years ago.
Today, Marra Forni ships to 37 countries and they're called the Ferrari of pizza ovens. But to understand how an oven can double a restaurant's revenue, you have to see how one actually gets made.
This is the beginning of the journey of an oven.
We manage all 13 stages of manufacturing. One of the differentiators between Marra and all our competitors is that we build our ovens brick by brick. This is basically where what we call the aging room, where we let the oven mature, where we let all the raw materials to solidify, to extend the longevity of the dome. There is about 100 ovens aging right now. You can look at this oven that is done by hand. Okay, as you can see, this brick is being cut. And since we don't use any machinery, but only the hands of our craftsmen, we gotta make sure that all these bricks, they are not only precise in their cut, but they're very uniform. So when you build the dome, there is not any imperfections. This is a penny round copper, very, very trendy. We also do the gold. Once you get 3/4 of the dome, basically you have to do one stripe at a time. Above that, you might need to do, one tile at a time. This is their name, Faustus, and we have to remember this is an artisanal oven. It's not made with mold. It's made by the hands of our craftsmen.
But Francesco didn't start as a manufacturer. He started as a guy who lost a restaurant, and that failure is the whole reason this factory and his school, Pizza University, even exist.
I had a business and I had a pizzeria. And I closed the pizzeria after 7 years. Wrong partnership, wrong time. We signed a deal at the highest of the real estate bubbles. It was a struggle and it was painful. We made a lot of mistakes and we paid for all the mistakes. And I think as an immigrant that comes here and it starts from nothing and you're trying to make in a very competitive market, it's extremely important that you have the people with experience to help you to succeed. Something that I think as a humankind you owe to other humankind. You want to give back. You want to make sure that people don't make the same mistake that you did. It's nothing worse for a student to come here and say, I'm going to open a pizzeria, invest $500,000, and then see them fail after 2 years. At our school, we don't want that. We don't wish anyone to go through that sacrifice. We want everybody to succeed. So our job as instructor and educator is to ensure that they understand that this is a serious business that you have to study. This is not something that you can just learn overnight or just because you saw a couple videos on YouTube. We usually scare them to ensure that they do not fail. The statistics basically tells us that for every 10 restaurant or pizzeria, usually at least 50 to 60% close in a matter of 2 years.
So Francesco's answer to a brutal failure rate wasn't a better recipe, it was better equipment and the knowledge to use it, which is exactly what he set out to prove with 2 very different ovens.
So now you need to remember that we haven't touched this pizza once. When you're trying to transition to an oven that basically double or triple your revenue, you always want to choose the Rotator because the Rotator is going to give you in the same footprint of a 110 is going to be able to double or even triple your revenue. The people try to always find what's cheaper, but cheaper is not always the best option that you have. The cooking surface of a static oven is going to be less than a Rotator. The static oven has the burner, combustion or the wood on one side. So you're taking about 20% of your cooking surface that has to be utilized. So you're already losing 20%. With the Rotator, because you have the burner on the left and on the right, that they are detached from the cooking surface, right? You use 100% of the cooking. So the extra space means extra pizza making converts in more revenue. We're not talking about a few pizza in an hour, right? We're talking about 200 pizza in an hour. You put it in, you walk away from the baking, you focus on your prep, maybe you're taking care or helping one of your coworkers to do something else. You come back and then the pizza is ready. You gain another value to the Rotator, which is basically saving the cost of labors. You have one person there that can do, multitasking. You can run the whole operation just with one person. We are basically cooking at 810 Fahrenheit, and we're cooking about 80 seconds, and it's gonna be one rotation, and by the time that rotation is done, the pizza is gonna be cooked.
We're gonna go in here right on the edge of the stone, drop in, pull out, and then we're gonna go right next.
Right in. To maximize the use of the deck,
Okay.
you just put 1 inch from one pizza, so you have a full utilization of the deck.
Okay.
That's a great learning lesson that we caught on video. Are you running a pizzeria in this day and age? If so, your cheese costs are probably killing your margins. As someone who's talked to hundreds of pizzeria operators, I've seen this story play out many times. Here's what most pizzerias don't realize. Baccio isn't just selling you cheese, they're actually paying you to use premium cheese through their rewards program. Think about that. Better quality and cash back on every order. That's why I'm seeing more and more pizzerias switch to Baccio. They're getting the perfect cheese pull while actually improving their bottom line. Don't just take my word for it. Schedule a demo today and let them know What's Good Dough sent you. See how quality and profitability can actually go hand in hand.
As you know, we're from Naples, Italy, so it's very important for us to stay connected to our roots, but also stay connected to the history of brick oven making. If you go to Vesuvio, right below there is Pompeii, and Pompeii in 75 AD was unfortunately covered by lava or by ashes. That Pompeii was rediscovered in the 1700s by an archaeologist. Only 20 acres have been excavated. Beautiful street, shop, villa, and if you go there, there's still about 35 brick ovens. So when you do the stress test and you cook 200 pizzas in an hour, so you try to cook a couple hundred pizzas in an hour, you will see a major differentiators between a good brick ovens and a bad brick ovens. The good brick ovens is gonna preserve the heat and it's gonna have that consistent cooking. The bad oven that looks exactly like the other ovens is basically going to lose the temp because they're not using the right raw materials, they are not preserving the heat, they're not putting the extra layers of insulations, and therefore all the heat that you're trying to preserve is going to dissipate. And once the heat dissipates, all your temperature is going to go down, and basically your cooking is going to be inconsistent. We all know in the restaurant business, one of the most important things to achieve is consistency. Consistency. Well, unfortunately, if you buy a cheap oven, you're not gonna have consistency. 10 pizza in about 270 seconds. We're trying to achieve a certain temperature. Once the oven is 800, 900 Fahrenheit, we call the kiss test. You wanna be able to kiss the oven without burning your face. And if you achieve that, basically, you're gonna have some great results in cooking.
100 hours of handwork is only worth it if it sells. And the numbers behind Marra Forni are bigger than you'd think for something made one brick at a time.
So we sell about 600 ovens per year. We ship in 37 countries now, and about 5 continents. About 90% of our business in North America split between United States, Canada, Mexico. We're still working out to figure out how we can continue to grow it even internationally, but it's coming. This facility was established about 2.5 years ago. We have relocated 4 times in the last 12 years. We've basically gone from 10,000 square foot to 100,000 square foot in a matter of 10 years.
Your electric ovens have taken off really quickly, right?
Oh yes, we have an exponential growth in electric ovens. We started about in 2018 with a Napolitan electric oven. We won the Kitchen Innovation Award with that ovens. There are about 11 states that they want to be very sustainable and they want to be carbon free by 2050, and they only want to use electric. Well, Marra Forni is capable of making you a Napolitan brick oven that is electric, that still gives you the design, that is customizable and personalizable. And it can still reach to 950 Fahrenheit, and it's got dual temperature, and this oven is super precise. So if you want to cook a Napolitan pizza here, you can do that, and you wouldn't see the difference, or you wouldn't taste the difference between a wood fire or an electric oven, because they cook exactly the same.
After 5 companies, 600 ovens a year, and 1 painful failure, I asked Francesco for the one thing that actually built all of it.
I always say to build a great business, you need the 5 P. The first P is product, the second P is people, the third P is process, but you cannot make it unless you have passion and purpose. If you have all these 5 P covered, or you're working on it at least, you're gonna be successful.
Thank you for being on the show.
Thank you to you.
And if you wanna see what a true high volume operation looks like, check out this next episode here. You won't wanna miss it.